What's happening, everybody? So this is just a quick stream. It shouldn't be long. Really want to talk about a couple of things. Just have conversations. That's what I like to do on here. Just converse back and forth. I've seen some really good movement today. We could talk about the volume. We could talk about a lot of different things. Seen some good stuff. Got 3 people watching. Hey Thunder Jumper. Hey Jesus. We got 69 people watching. Hit that like button. 82 people. Definitely do so. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? How's your day? Above $8. Yes, we closed above $8. We need to continue to see that above $8. It is moving up. $8.14. GME is moving up. I've seen some really good price action today that it was kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, 5 minutes. I need 1 minute. I've seen some really good price action that I thought, had, some people had some potential to do some big things today, day trading wise, if you wanted to. Yes, we finished at 801, right above $8. We still need that to continue the rest of the day, right? So finishing at 8, we need it to stay above there. I would love to see it, push up in the after hours market, which you are seeing it increase. It's good to see that. Down 3% today. GameStop was down 6% today, but it had a lot of good movement here. I was really excited to see some of this stuff. These candlesticks look weird. They look so weird. They don't look like 1 minute candlesticks. They look like 5 minute candlesticks. For some reason, this is not sitting well with me. We got 188 people in here. 75 likes for 188 people. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. So intense, so insane. Yes. What does it mean that we closed over $8? I believe that puts us in the possibility of this gamma squeeze on Monday. But like I said, we still want to take everything that we read and we see with a grain of salt, right? So even if we think this squeeze is going to happen, we still need to understand what the hedge funds can do in order to prevent this. So even though we would have an influx of volume, if they decide to find a way to go against that and short ladder, push the price down in some way, short the positions, yeah, congratulations to all the apes who helped and bought. We did it. Yes, I mean, we finished right above $8. So now this gives us the potential, this gives us that chance to do something. So the only thing is that we know that they know what we hoped for, right? So everybody's buying in. You see a bunch of people that are pushing these prices up of AMC and GME. Mainly, a lot of people care about AMC here. We had 132 million shares of volume. Pretty much the now he calls me. Literally in the middle of a stream. Now he calls me. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. That's not it. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Just making sure you can hear me. The chat in here was so funny. It's hilarious. Talking about how I was faking, talking about how I was ending the phone call, saying how you can read my lips and I'm saying that I'm on the phone. That was too funny. But what we could see with AMC and GME, AMC is up 2.5%, and GME is up almost 4% as of now in the after hours market. It's almost 5% at the moment. But I seen some good things with AMC and GME, and I don't know why these are coming across as such. I believe it got down to, I thought it got down to $98. I don't know what's going on here. It just looks weird. Okay, there we go. So throughout the day, okay, I was looking at the wrong situation. So for GME, please tell me that some people got in and got out. I understand the overall thought of, you know, diamond hands, but the play is not there right now. They're still going to try and manipulate this as you know, the days go on. So it's going to be something where you can gain money and get right back into it at a lower price. You can get in, get out, and then get back in at a lower price, because they're going to keep trying to push this up and push this down and pull it down. This is what they're looking to do. So now hopefully you can hear me okay. I didn't even check if the audio was good. Testing. Yeah, I guess it is good. All right. It looks like it. Also, the quality, I think it's 1080p. That's good. We got 554 people in here. Please hit that like button. Did I get a super chat? Oh, yeah. I did address that. Thank you for the super chat. No bears allowed. I appreciate that. Any thoughts on nothing will happen Monday. See, this gives us the possibility, this gives us the chance that something could happen Monday. Now, seeing that, you see the fact that we could have, what is it, 22 million or 100, I don't know how much it actually is, but it's a large amount of shares that will actually be purchased because of this gamma squeeze. But the thing is that if they can partner this up with basically negative news with our positive news, if they can find a way to short, naked short ladder, they can still put us in the same situation. They basically hold the cards. So yes, we can be positive about this, basically get an influx of people that are looking to buy or looking to drive this price up, but we also need, you know, regular people to buy to partner that with the potential gamma squeeze here to have a pretty decent squeeze. But then again, like I said, then again, if they continue to look at this as an opportunity for them, which they're going to continue to drive this on, continue to push this along, it's not going to be the best situation. We're going to have to wait a long time in order to get that money. Either way, there will be a squeeze as long as we stay into it. I 100% believe that there will be a squeeze of AMC, with being pretty much the most held stock here. Seeing huge amounts of volume. Today wasn't really that big of volume. Fridays aren't necessarily the largest days of volume, because people know that the weekend's coming. They don't want to hold. But yeah, I bought into more AMC today on Webull actually. So my account now, I have 84 shares on Webull at a cost basis of $10. I would like to bring that down quite a bit, but my money still didn't clear in Webull, which I thought it would by today. Kind of upsets me. Seems like we do better in the pre-market and aftermarket. We do. And in every case, you've seen it skyrocket in the after hours markets. So you don't swing trade. It. I try not to swing trade anything, but obviously AMC, I'm looking more of a swing trade in this instance, because the potential gain is very, very huge. And I would say the same thing for GME. The potential gain is very huge. But looking at GME, there was day trading opportunities here. You look at this, and you could see that reversal here. Look at this. You can see this reversal to where it was slowly going downhill. You can see it hit that large green candlestick, and then you see in the second one, you had a chance to get in at like $89, $90, right? Right down here, let's see, $89.28, and you could have rode that up all the way up to, you know, $105. or you could have got it up, you could have wrote it up $10 from there, or just $5. And then you could have sold, and then you could have gotten in at a lower price again. Or you could have continued to ride it all the way up to $124 and then get in at a lower price from that 124. So either way, you could have wrote it up and gained a decent profit. And I understand the thought of it is to hold. But I don't think that it's completely ready to, and I understand GME did have a full squeeze, but I don't think this is the end of that, seeing how many shorted shares are held. I don't think it's the end of, that's the end of where it's going to get to. It's $200. You'll see it probably resist $200 a couple of times as time goes on, but yeah. What do I think of Naked? Everything was pretty much down today. Naked didn't really look great. It did have a couple of opportunities to move some money, but it just wasn't, they're not big enough. And they could be big enough if you add a ton of shares, but they're really just not big enough. The moves aren't large enough here. So was GME on a hold for shorts? If so, if they fall under 10% at the close, what does it mean for Monday? Today opened at $117.45, 10% down at $105. So I think you're talking about the Ssr rule. You're saying what would that mean for Monday? Basically saying, are we going to have the Ssr rule in place for Monday? Probably, but it doesn't really mean too much for GME. It was in place from the moment that it hit below 10%, I believe. And the thing about it is it doesn't really mean anything per se. It means something if you wanted to gain a profit out of shorting, because most people that would gain a profit out of shorting will short it on the downtick. What the Ssr rule, if you do have that in place, yes, I'm talking about SSR. If you have the Ssr rule in place, then you're only going to be able to short on the uptick, which it doesn't matter if they short on the uptick or the downtick. They're looking to short in order to drive down the price, and they're going to continue to short to drive down that price. And if they keep partnering up short ladder attacks and everything else that they're doing, then you're going to see that price decrease, just like we were seeing all day. But then obviously you're going to get these time periods where you have this upward momentum. You know, this upward momentum was amazing. If you wanted to gain something out of it, you could have gained literally like $40 out of it. So if you bought a ton of shares, you could have gained that. But I don't think they were on a hold for shorts. I didn't check the short shares available throughout the day, but I'm sure with all of this that was going on, they were probably zero again. Let's see if I can actually figure that out. Let's see. So Fintel, right? I'm not in the right area. Where was I typing that? Intel. Let's look at AMC first, and we'll look at GME later. So AMC short shares available actually looks, they're at like 1 million, which is still, which is still a lot. It's obviously way more than what it was before, but it's at 1 million right now. So they're obviously going, they're probably going to go ham on leaving this available. People are going to, they're going to short this even more towards Monday. They're probably getting prepared for that. They know that this gamma squeeze is going to happen, and they're getting ready for that, being able to short so many different positions. Let's look at Fintel. It's definitely higher than what I thought it would be. It usually finishes a lot lower. GME now is at 450K. So definitely higher than what I thought it was going to be. I'll tell you that. You can see that GME is starting to approach basically break even over the after hours market. AMC doing the same thing, moving down. This is not retail traders from what I understand. Absolutely love the channel. I just made my first investment into the market basically the day before the crash. 20 that sucks. It's not really a crash, but you know, downhill spiral, I guess. 26 positions totaling $1,000. Can you offer me some hope for the next month? What did you invest into? Because yeah, there's hope for different positions, but I would like to know what you did invest into, because some are stronger than others. And this may be just a little, like a slight downhill spiral, not really like a crash, a full-on crash. So I don't really understand options 100%, but I do understand that they have basically they need to hit a price above $8 for these options, and then they'll be able to buy back all of those positions, which equals to like 22 million or like 120 million. I don't really know exactly how much it is, but it's a lot. I tried to get different pictures here, but I was seeing different messages across different places. The Ssr rule is basically the short sale rule, to where if a stock drops 10% in a day, then they're put on this short sale restriction list, to where it makes it more difficult to short. They basically kind of claim that you're unable to short it, but they make it more difficult. So what they do is, on the downtick, you're not allowed to short it, which most people will do it then because they see the potential of going down, but nobody can really predict it as it's going up. So that's where they allow you to short the positions going up. It's 14 million. Ssr rule is activated. It just doesn't actually hold as much weight now. Like, say if you were going out to short something, it would hold weight, because the only way you can predict it is by seeing these large candlesticks. That's the only way that I can predict it, is basically saying, we're going to see these large candlesticks, it's being overbought, this is exactly when it's going to turn down, and then I short it. That's the only time I will short it. I won't short it on these upticks, because if I short it on the upticks, who knows if it'll go higher? And there's literally no limit to how much you can lose by, you know, going higher. You can owe so much money by it going up. By it going down, it can get to zero and that's it. Going up, you can lose so much money. But for the hedge funds, they don't care about making money at this point. They only care about shorting this to bring the price down. And if they bring that price down, one, they do make money on what they just shorted. Two, they make money in the long run by the huge picture of, you know, shorting, you know, over 100% of that stock, you know. Sold everything in my Robinhood portfolio, switched it to Fidelity. I just put $3,000 in the market yesterday, all blue chip dividend growth stocks. Well, that's good. Anything that's a dividend, I understand for people to get upset with the fact that the market is kind of crashing or having a downhill spiral, right? But if you have a dividend paying position, it doesn't matter what the stock is doing unless they totally get rid of their dividend. You're doing what you wanted to do, which is gain dividends throughout the quarter. So that's the method there. If you're playing for the long haul, it doesn't matter what it's doing now, because eventually it will get back up to that point, because the company is valuable where it is. So yeah, you'll get back up to maybe break even, but you'll be gaining dividends the whole time, or you'll, you know, skyrocket past that, however long you hold it for. We have 1,000 people in here. If you could hit that like button, please do so. So let me see what I have here. So let's look at this. So as the gamma stock, as the gamma of the stock option increases, this means that the option is getting closer to being at the money. If a market maker, I keep saying market marker, if a market maker sells basically out of the money, the options, Jesus, I cannot see any of this. They will be forced to buy more and more shares as the gamma of the option increases. This is why it's called a gamma squeeze. So like I hope that can happen, but the problem is that we don't have these short shares available. We would love to have these short shares available, or 0 short shares available to see what we could do there. This is GME that we're looking at. For AMC, it's even worse. It's at 1.2 million. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, we're hoping for Monday to basically have that. We're pushing above $8. I believe we're at $8.05 here. I thought we were going to see something really good today in the after hours market. We're not seeing anything great. But either way, we're going to have all of that volume there for next week. Can you buy on the weekend? No, you can't. You can buy in the after hours market if you wanted to, if you set your brokerage account up to do that. Like if I wanted to buy right now, I can buy. But obviously I was waiting for money to clear and nothing cleared yet. It said it was going to be like 3 to 5 days. I guess it's been a little bit, but it should have cleared by now. And I should have been able to buy more into AMC because I love them at this price. I would love to be able to get in there. Funny thing is I have Mucinex. I've been using Mucinex and I love it. I absolutely love it. When will GME blow up? So you're going to see AMC, GME, and cost pretty much all follow like the same trend. The good thing is we're kind of partnering up all of this positivity that we should see with the negativity of the market. So the market is being extremely negative today. The market is being extremely negative today, right? So you're not only just looking at hedge funds that are basically trying to manipulate the market, you're looking at the market being negative, so factoring that into why the price decreased, and then also the lack of volume. So we could see something like GME, it still had a ton of volume because you've seen a lot of volatility. Look at the volume it had here, 90 million, which is, the average is 36 million. So that's why you're still seeing some pretty good price action with GME, basically going down to $86 and going back up to 124. Something that was a little bit different than what you would see with AMC, because I know AMC jumped up, but it didn't jump up like that much. It moved up to about $8.63, which right now it's at $8.02. So it's not too far off from where that was, but it mainly only moved between like $1. It didn't move. It looks like it moved a lot more, but it only moved $1. So it's not something that moves a ton, but GME was moving, tens of dollars basically. So if you were able to get in at these, these prices, gain a little bit of money, get in at this price, gain a little bit of money. And the thing is that they're doing this hold tactic. They're all holding. Just got here. What are your thoughts on the AMC Gamma Squeeze Monday? Great at the buzzer. Yeah, we finished right above, right? So it opens the window. So I'm not going to say it's physically going to happen. I like to be optimistic. I also like to be realistic. Understand that the Gamma Squeeze can happen. This leaves the window open, the door open for that to happen. The problem is that we still have hedge funds that are willing to manipulate. And if they can manipulate the fact that we had 400 some odd shares of volume, happen yesterday, which should have been a huge positive day by the amount of volume we had, If they can find a way to manipulate that still to go down, then I would imagine that they're still going to find a way to do this on Monday. So I have hope for it, but I'm not going to tell you that it's absolutely going to happen. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be positive, but I'm also, like I said, going to be realistic at the same time. So my hope is that we can push this price up over the after hours market, even though it is dropping down a little bit. We can push this price up over the after hours market, have a number of people buying. That's what we normally see, is we see some very good positivity in the after hours market. And then in the pre-market, we can see maybe a little bit of gap up. We need that gap up because that's definitely a potential to have that gap up, especially with all the interest that could be on Monday with the potential gamma squeeze. So that's where I stand with it. It's still iffy. And like I said, I don't want to be that person that's Mr. 100% positive with you guys. I want to be, you know, as realistic as possible so people don't sit here and make a mistake, buy in too high, all of that stuff. I don't think the earnings will tell us much, to tell you the truth, because if it tells us something bad, it's not something that people that are holding are going to say, hey, you know what, I should sell because the earnings are bad. No, we understand that their earnings will be pretty bad. But it won't happen since eventually everybody is holding. Quote, we can be retarded longer than we can be solvent. Has a lot of weight to it. Yeah, it does. I mean, we're holding a large portion of it, but there are a lot of people that are actually, you know, selling, you know, these positions. So as it goes up, you see people that are selling to get out. It's just human nature to take a profit. You can see that basically everything is almost, you know, on the way down. The only thing that's surviving that's 50%, or sorry, not 50%, 0.5% up is AMC. Everything else you see in the after hours market, GME, cost, Tesla, everything is down. So like I said, we're partnering basically a down market with their manipulation and us trying to really push these positions. You notice that AMC, GME, and costs are really the only ones that were really making moves, especially over yesterday, not today, but yesterday. So that's where it ends up being a little bit tough to handle. I just had fun hitting $8.01 right above $8. I'm gonna go viral. Why are you gonna go viral? Did you say something else up here? I didn't see anything. How was my day? My day was really good. I wish it would have been better if I had some money available, because you would have seen some day trading opportunities, because there were a lot. Even though you've seen a downward market, there were a lot of day trading opportunities. I was looking at Tesla, seeing that you had the potential in order to really push up, and I would have only looked for things like this. I mean, you know, those second candlesticks that are looking to push those up. Maybe I would have seen this here and thought that was a false break, and possibly, you know, end up getting stopped out, because I would have been 75. I would have gotten stopped out at like $1 gain, but it would have been a decent gain if that's the case, if the money was cleared. But the money wasn't cleared. Also with 670, there was a lot of potential there. I was looking at a number of areas to where I can gain a ton back, but just didn't have the money available to do so. What kind of open can you expect on Monday? 11. I think that's being, I don't know, being a little bit forward. I feel like if we had something that opened at like 9, then that's really good. You know, because $8, like I said, I would love to see them with a slow growth. We had that rapid growth up to 11, not as much as GME or cost, which kind of confuses me. It really confuses me why we wouldn't have the same amount of growth percentage-wise as GME or cost. Cost went up by 100%, GME went up by 100%, damn near 300%, and AMC really only went 50%. And 50% is big, but it could have been a lot more. It should have been a lot more. So something's going on that I can't really see, you know? This is sad that people are chasing hype stocks to see if they can get a foot ahead on the top of the market. Blood in the water on Monday. You'll see. Rip to your money. Yeah, well, that's what they've been saying for a number of weeks. You know, they obviously have that bottom. You see the potential. There's no other reason to why it skyrockets unless you have a ton of held short shares and they're covering those shorts. You know, also with people buying into it, there's a ton of people that are interested in these positions. So I have to disagree with you. As a person that's more realistic and understands what could happen, I'm definitely more realistic there. People calling me so much today. We have 1,500 people in here. Please hit that like button, get it above 500 likes. That will be amazing. But either way, I mean, we have a ton of great things that we can do. If you are a swing trader, a day trader, if you understand about day trading or want to learn about day trading, there's a lot of good things that are going on. You can see a lot of volatility in some of these positions to where you can basically get a decent profit out of it. And I understand the thought process is to hold, and I keep saying that because I know that the thought process is to hold, but with them manipulating things, they're basically trying to get you to hold on to it basically forever, right? Their thought is they're gonna bring this price up, bring it back down, because it does drain people. If people see that, you know, the price goes up to 200 and it starts to slowly come down, you start to knock people out of their positions because they're like, oh, well, it's not going to come back to this price. It's not going to come back to this price. But then the thing you want to do is if you do get out at a higher price and you make your money back, you get in at a lower price, because that's exactly what you're going to see. It's going to be up, down, until they basically, drive us all out of these positions. That's their thought. I understand exactly what they're doing. There's more to it than just the price going up and down. There's way more to it. These hedge funds are stubborn. They're not going to accept loss. If you think they're going to accept loss, then you must be dumb. They're not going to accept loss. But like I said, with anything, you want to understand what your risk is. I don't want you to go in here and say, oh, you know what, we have the potential to go up to $200 or $20 or wherever it's actually at, and invest all your money in there. It's about investing it. Jesus, my voice changed. It's about investing the money you're willing to lose, basically. If all of it went away, obviously you'll be upset, but will you not have enough to eat or not have enough to pay your bills? We should just give up. No, if we just give up, then that's exactly what they want. Then you're going to see the people that don't give up and continue to buy into it end up profiting in a big way. You know, it explodes and they profit crazy. People that buy 50,000 shares, they end up profiting like, basically it grows $1 and they gain $50,000. Damn, bro, can't get more clear than that. Yeah. We got a child crying upstairs. I feel like she's always crying. Not when I'm there. No, I tend to bug her. I get on her nerves. I try and give her too many hugs. She doesn't like that. The baby does, though, because she can't do anything right now. She just accepts the hugs. They out of bankruptcy. What you do? Yeah, don't wait. What? Oh, sorry. Don't live your life on hype, guys. Just consider it gambling and put in what you can afford to lose. Yes. Yeah, you don't want to put everything in there just because you think, oh, I can gain, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because one, most people that think like that don't understand the fact that they're going to have to pay taxes on those things. And two, you could have the potential to lose all of that money, and then you're in a worse situation than you were before. So definitely pick your spots, understand what you can potentially lose, and then you'll feel better about everything. And if it goes down, you won't feel as bad. Like, I feel bad about losing money. I don't like losing money, but I know that I'm comfortable even if I do lose everything that's in here. If all of it just goes to shit and I just don't gain anything, and I'm fine with it. Monday, everyone, load the boat. Yeah, see, well, just take it all with a grain of salt. You can have that information out there, but like I said, with the hedge funds, they always find a way. So until they are completely defeated, like they were in like 2008, 2009, they were completely defeated, not the hedge funds, but big banks. They end up getting really stubborn, really greedy, thinking that they're the best at everything that they do, and then eventually it will all come downhill. The problem is, I don't know what the actual interest rate is, what the short interest is. So the interest that they are holding is probably, or the shorts that they are holding, they can probably hold on to with a low amount of interest that they're paying. Does anybody know the interest? Yeah, there's a cat behind me. There's also a dog behind me. Were you in the litter box? Get out of here. Were you in the litter box? She was in the litter box. Why, Daisy, why would you let her do that? I don't understand. They're my best friends. We have 1,612 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Get it above 500 likes, maybe 600 likes. That will be absolutely amazing. Let me know if the quality is okay. I'm not running the Xbox, so the quality of the stream should be okay. Doge, I haven't heard that in a while. 12% for new shorts. That's like nothing. You heard 6%. And which one is it? 12 or 6? I see 6 twice. 4%? From what I'm seeing is someone saying 4%. I see 6% a bunch of times. I see 3%, 5%. Yeah, smash that like button. Cat snakes? What? What an amazing day for AMC. Yeah, finishing above $8.01. The thing is, like I said, it gives us that potential. It opens the door for the gamma squeeze. But like I said, take everything that you hear and read with a grain of salt, because these hedge funds can find a way. They always seem to find a way, besides when they absolutely lost. It's not a dead cat. It's not a dead cat. Why did Apple plummet so much? I think everything really oh my goodness. I think everything plummeted a lot. Now it didn't. It looked a lot worse than what it actually was. It went from $24 down to basically 21. That's nothing. I got so many people calling me today. I don't understand it. How good will the gamma squeeze be? It depends what the hedge funds can do. Because, like I said, we can have, 122 million shares that end up getting purchased. I don't know exactly how much it is. I just know really the bare minimum of that. But I know that it's a massive amount of shares that will be purchased, right? But we've seen 400 plus million shares of volume, and the price still went down. That's absolutely crazy. We should have seen that price skyrocket at that point. But same thing with GME. We've seen a huge amount of shares yesterday. Price went down. Cost, price went down. It's ridiculous to see that many shares and still see the stock price really get defeated. That's how you know that there has to be some sort of manipulation. People do sell off. I understand people do sell, but not at that rate. With so many people that are excited about driving the price up, every downtick that we should have, every downturn that we do have, should have a massive increase associated with it as well. So yeah, I just wanted to sit here and talk with you guys. I mean, what are you doing? Dog, man. 400 million. Yes, the 400 million included shorts. It did include shorts, but still, like, they must have shorted the hell out of that. Like, and the problem is they didn't have as many shorts available in order to do it, so it had to have been some sort of naked shorting, which I can't prove. Yes, it includes green and red volume, I understand, but majority of the volume will come from those upticks, especially if it comes from people. It's not going to be selling because majority of the people are still holding. A lot of people are still holding. They continue to hold. It's, I believe, all of the shorts that you see, naked shorting, short laddering, whatever they're actually doing in order to manipulate it, it doesn't make sense at all. Bro, that Doge dog. Yeah, she's there somewhere. I don't know where she went. I think she went upstairs somewhere. Please, please clarify. The guy on Twitter says option strike price depends on after hours price ending at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Is he trolling? Thoughts market? Yes, it does. So we need it to basically close. It's not right now. We need it to close at $8. So yes, it did close the actual market at $8. But the thing is that yes, we closed at $8. It stayed above $8, but we needed to open the pre-market, I believe. I'm not sure if it includes the pre-market in that or if it doesn't. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe at least we need the pre-market to close above $8, or not the pre-market, the after-hours market to close above $8. Like I said, I'm not sure if we get into the pre-market because that's the next day, to where you can basically say today it's $8. That's when we the strike price happens. So I don't physically know exactly if it includes the pre-market or it's the actual market open. So I know that it has to close the after hours market over $8, but I'm not sure if the pre-market is including in that. So hopefully that does sort of clarify it. And it's not 5:30. It should be later than that. I thought it closed at like 6 or 8. Is that right by saying that? Give me a second. Regular market hours are 9:30 to 4, and after hours market are 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So we need it to close above $8 in the 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. So this was literally the first step, was to close above $8, so that when it does open, it stays above $8. That's where it starts. But I don't know if it includes the pre-market at all. I'm not sure if any of the after hours count in this case, but it is 8 o'clock. Yeah, I know that. 6 o'clock Eastern. It's 8 o'clock Eastern. New York Stock Exchange is in the East, is in New York. Why don't I know? I'm not really a person that gets into options that much, so I don't know, well, actually at all. So I physically don't know about options. Like I said, I am a day trader where I know the things that really only make me successful, and I learn as much as I possibly can. But like I've told so many people, I do not want to venture into options, because if I do, then I start to stray away from my strategy, which is successful at the moment. I could gain a ton of money doing that, but options really turn into more of swing trading for me, because you look at it and you see you have to basically predict where the stock price is going to be in a number of days, a number of weeks. And I don't want to deal with that. I would like to deal with where the stock price will be in the next 30 minutes, in the next hour. So after hours at all doesn't count. So it's literally where it opens at. That's news to me. Maybe I'll have to check into it a little bit. But that means that no matter where it closes at 8 p.m., it's still going to need to open over $8. So on Monday, it's going to need to open over $8. Options. Oh, options end at 4. See, that's where I don't know. I physically don't know about options. So I'm learning something if you're actually telling the truth. I'm missing out on a lot of profit potentially. Yeah, I think I am by not understanding options or going into options. But like I said, the art of options. I've heard of a lot of people that lost money with options, and I feel like if I go in there thinking that I'm an expert or talk about it like I'm an expert, it just won't go over well. So I figure I tell you guys that I don't really know about options too much. Um, but yeah, options close at 4. Okay, so that's the second person that said it. Options end at 4 at the bell. Okay. You don't use options while the market is open. $1.5 billion AMC shares must be exercised on Monday. 1.5 billion? Where did you hear that? If 1.5 billion shares must be exercised on Monday, uh, I don't think that can't be true. No, 15 million. Okay, so why did they say 1.5 billion? It must have that that would be a huge typo. It's 15 million, not billion. Yeah, that's a lot. I see that. I was like, 1.5 billion? That's ridiculous. That would literally be what happened on, if it was that, but it's not obviously that. But I would like to show that would literally be what happened on this day, like 1.2 billion, which is not impossible. I would love to see that price drive up, completely push. That would be amazing. Not 1.5 billion. Okay, so it's 15 million. But that's amazing though. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. I still think that we do need to take it with a grain of salt though, and look at this and say, um, what can the hedge funds end up doing in order to push this price, back down, or bring us back down to Earth, or I guess beyond Earth, to the Earth's core, or below sea level. Let's go with that. Yeah, so we just really need to wait to see what happens Monday, how much volume we end up having. Hopefully we can partner that with a ton of people buying into this position. I will have money that cleared. It better clear by Monday, and I will buy more into the position, but I won't buy all of it because I want to be able to day trade some of it. But I will buy into the position. Hopefully, I don't know. I would like to buy in at a lower price point. But right now I'm at a cost basis of $9.38. I would like to get in at a lower cost basis than that. You know, obviously to lower it a lot, I would need to buy a ton more shares. But the way that I do that is by lowering that price. So I'm not sure what will happen, but the lower it goes, the more opportunity it creates for a lot of people. I guarantee it. People are holding. People are ready to hold out for a long period of time. I'm ready to go. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff to do this weekend. I don't know how much I'll post this weekend, but I can't wait until Monday to see exactly what happens. 100 shares per contract. I did see that. 877 AMC shares at $6.91. That's amazing. I would love to get to that point. 634 shares at $7.12. That's really good. Right now you're sitting pretty good, above your break-even point. Did anybody buy any more shares? Obviously it didn't get down to, you know, $5, but I think it got down to $7 and what did it get to? $7.63. So getting down that low, that's pretty good to get in at. If we get to 20 plus, even without a squeeze sometime this year, just hold. Yes, you're right. So that's a good point. Who said that? Mike Harrison. That's a really good point. The company value is a lot more than this. The only reason the stock price is going down, there's multiple reasons. The main reason is, you know, hedge funds are obviously doing something fraudulent here. The second reason is the overall market is just down. So you have institutions that are, I guess, selling their positions, getting out of their position, moving money, basically trying to predict a crash, get people out of their positions at lower prices, and end up getting into those positions as well. The markets are completely manipulated for the most case, but those are the things that you can look at and say that, yeah, the stock market's going down, all this other stuff, the price is not increasing. The price value of AMC should be at $10 to $15 easily right now. It is a $20+ stock as you start to get post-COVID. Once they start to change a little bit of things, I believe that it is a $20+ stock. So that's going to be something that I look to obviously either hold for the long term, or end up, you know, taking a profit somewhere around the $15 mark or whatever, depending how long it actually takes. But either way, I'm looking to hold for a long time, or just until I make a really decent profit. And obviously the longer I hold, the more profit I want, because there's so much potential to gain money with that money that's held in AMC. If it's like $15,000, there's so much potential to gain so much money with AMC. So I would hope that I can lower my cost basis a little bit, maybe get in like an even $20,000 into AMC, lowering that cost basis to hopefully like $8 or so, and then, you know, let it sit there, let it drive up in price, go up to that $20 mark, put that firm stop loss, let it increase, and go up to $30, $40, $50, wherever it can actually squeeze to. But either way, like Mike Harrison said, and I agree with you, it is a $20+ stock in the, you know, post-COVID date, you know. So that's where I'm sitting with that. There's your options that expired. What is AMC? Sell price. What? Like what price you want to sell at? What price should you get out at? If that's what you're asking. But for me, like I said, my profit target is going to be between $15 and $20, with the hope that it will push obviously to maybe like $30 or $40. But that all depends on how much volume we can push into this position. These cats are going crazy, and this dog is also going crazy. What are you doing, man? You look weird back there. Can you see his eyes? No, you can't see his eyes. He's got cat eyes back there. What is YKK? I've seen this, oh, at least it's 3 times here. Thoughts on GME? You just bought in at 150, or you always had it at 150? I seen someone say thoughts on GME Monday, please. I'm in from 150. Did you just buy in at 150? So obviously it's been downhill the last couple of days because of, the stock market really has been down. It's $2.18. What was at the high? Let's look at, what is up with these cats? I don't understand. Why are you going crazy? Did you have catnip? Did you have catnip? No? Okay. You didn't have catnip. Okay. So if I look into this, you can see that it has multiple pops here. These pops are not supposed to be there. They're pump and dumps in multiple cases. But you can see that it does have consistent growth uphill. This was, I don't know what was the reason why this dropped. You did have a pump and dump, another pump and dump here, not as much as you've seen with this case and this case, but it looks like it is rejecting at certain points here. Yes, it is rejecting at the $3.50 mark. You do have a lot of people that are looking to buy in because it is low. But my thoughts on this, with all of this gapping down, is not something that I would look into as a buy just yet. I need to see that crossover from the 200 EMA to the 15 moving average. If you see that crossover, then you can indicate that it's on an upward trend. But right now, I wouldn't consider it as a buy-in. Hedge funds said they shorted AMC GME with no more GME left. So they naked shorted. Is that what you're saying? I can definitely imagine that. I can picture that, because there were none left yesterday, and the price was still going down while people consistently said that they were holding. I understand that people sell off, but yeah, AMC to 300 or 500, that would be amazing if it was. But those fidelity projections that I've seen, I don't think those are accurate. Those are like out of this world. All right, where's my? All right, so we got 1,400 people in here. Please hit that like button if you could. Again, I know that we're going to see, not selling AMC till 500. That's a little much. You have to set some goals in there. Obviously, your huge goal, the biggest goal you have, is $500, and I understand that. But if you start to get up to the you start to get up to the $100 range or $200 range, or something like that, I guarantee you're going to see that as something where it's like, okay, I can take this profit and make some money from it. You can take portions of that profit, ride the rest up to $500 if you want to. But if it fails, then you have a ton of money in reserve to put in other places, or put back in, depending if they're continuing to drive the price up and bring it back down. Because the potential is definitely up there. It can go as high as GME did go. But remember, they're gonna try and manipulate this thing as much as possible. We need to get Elon Musk, or Barstool Sports guy, anyone famous on board. Isn't the what's his name? David Portnoy? Isn't he actually in? He invested back in AMC and he's still holding, I believe, right? I said AMC was dead a few weeks ago. I never said that. You show me the clip where I said AMC was dead after I've been holding this whole entire time. I said that GME wasn't really showing me the potential back then. I believed that, but I knew that it had enough pops in order to get up to 100, and I thought that it was going to get up to 100 by March. Little did I know that it would get up to 200 before March. But I never said that AMC was dead. I think in the thumbnail, I have a thumbnail that says, is AMC like dead or is AMC over? Because I was asked the question. I was always asked that question and I wanted to answer that specifically. So that's probably the closest thing I got to saying it because I was asked the question. I always believed in AMC. This is why I hold 1,700 shares. Closing above $8. Just jumped in. So basically it has the potential to push this short squeeze or this gamma squeeze with all these options. So closing above $8 obviously is a good thing with the contracts expiring. From what I understand, remember, I'm not an options expert, and I'll say that until I die, unless I actually do die an options expert. But it opens the door for this gamma squeeze with the amount of shares that we'll end up purchasing. You'll have millions of shares that are actually being purchased, but the problem is that we're partnering those millions of shares with also them naked shorting and short laddering and all that stuff. So I want everybody to take it with a grain of salt and don't just think that it's 100% positive that it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, then everything's over. That's not the case. AMC, where it stands, it shouldn't be valued here. It should be valued at a lot more. It should be at that $10 to $15 range. The fact that it was up there at $10 was going to where it should be. Pre-pandemic, it was at $7. All this attention drives up the price of this stock. How many people that are holding this should drive up the price of this stock? The only thing that's bringing this down is the amount of people the amount of hedge funds that are shorting it, the amount of shorted shares that are out there. That's the only thing that's really bringing this down. People are holding. Yes, you do have people that are selling off a little bit as they start to take profits, but that's understandable. You can see the strength in all of the people buying, but you can also see the fact that they are shorting these positions in order to drive the price down in multiple cases. So you've seen the potential. This is a little glimpse of what the potential is. And what they're going to do is keep showing you this potential until it eventually pops and drives the price down. It eventually pops and drives the price up. Once all of that goes away and they say, you know what, I'm giving up, which I guarantee they're going to halfway give up and still end up thinking that they gained something out of the deal. They didn't fully lose. They're going to halfway give up and it's going to pop to like $100 or $200 because they're shorting this like crazy. They're shorting this, they're shorting AMC, they're shorting cost, they're shorting all of these positions because they're stubborn, because they're greedy, because they're hedge funds, really. That's what they care about. Hedge funds will have to naked short like crazy next week. Yeah, they will. They will have to do that. But I don't know does that do anything for them when they naked short? Are they I don't know if they get like penalized or anything for doing something like that. They have to pay higher interest. Like, is it just something illegal that they're allowed to do? Like, I still don't understand how they're allowed to do that. Like, it should not even be close to the thing. They shouldn't be able to, find other avenues to win that don't make sense or aren't by the book, You look at no problem, William Jenkins. If you look at, the Big Short, if you look at basically 2008, 2009, the housing crisis, the mortgage bubble, all that stuff, right? you look at how stubborn the banks were, right? They're billionaires, right? The people that own the banks, they're billionaires, right? So what's going to happen is they want them to basically double down, triple down, quadruple down, quintuple down. They want them to put as much money down as possible until the people that are going against them will give up. And no matter what, they feel like they will get bailed out by the government, which they will. It's absolutely illegal. It makes no sense what they're doing. But they're so stubborn, they don't want to lose, that they feel like they can just do anything. But this is gonna pop. I feel like everything that they're doing, everything that they're shorting, the naked shorting, the short laddering, all of that stuff, it's all gonna pop right in their face. They're gonna lose a ton of money, and they can say, "Oh, we covered all of these things." Yeah, sure you did. Sure you covered it. I believe you. This is why so many people are holding, because you definitely covered it. All right. Well, I don't want to spend this whole time. I want to go upstairs and see the children and whatnot. So I feel like yes, we have a good situation at play, closing above $8. GME is still above 100. Yes, it will start to fluctuate today throughout the rest of the after hours market. Hopefully we can expect some good things to happen. But today was a good week. It was a really positive week because we've seen a lot of positive movement, right? We've seen it skyrocket, something that I never predicted that it would have done, GME especially. AMC moved up quite a bit. It didn't skyrocket, it just moved up. You love the rant. Thank you for saying that, because I do love to rant. Do you think it will hit 100? I believe AMC has the potential to hit 100 easily. But like I said, it's potential. Do I have crabs? No, I don't have crabs. I ate crab cakes the other day. No, I don't have crabs. Your children are right here, Matt. That's funny. That's funny. No, my children are upstairs. I love them so much. And some of them are down here, apparently. Come here. Don't my cord. Here's my dog. Can you see my dog? Let's see if you can see my dog. Let me do this and find it on the left side or right side. I'll do that. And then we'll move this over here. Can you see that? Can you see that there? Don't mess up my mic. Here's my dog. All right, Nems. Her name is Emmy. Can we look at naked, please? Let's see. What's naked doing? So I did look at naked. I felt like the potential really wasn't there right now. We need to see that move. Let's go ahead and look at a 1 month chart. If you look at the 1 month chart here, let me open this up a little bit. If you look at the 1 month chart here, you can see that it just had those pops, really. It had those huge pops, and then it started to decrease, and it's slowly getting brand new highs. No, you're not getting the apple over there. Don't even try it. It's just not something that I would look at as a long-term opportunity, or even a day trading opportunity, to tell you the truth, for me, because I don't like anything that's that low. But it doesn't look like it's something that's really worth time right now. That's so much fur, dog. Quality animal. Yes. She's pretty great. How many AMC contracts finished in the money? It should have been, from what I understand, what was it, 150K, which was like 15 million shares or something? Is that right by saying that? How can they hide shorts? This is where it's tough. I mean, if you look at the amount of short shares available, let me look at just GME. Let me refresh GME. You want to get down? GME's at 450,000. We can look at AMC. Let me go back. AMC is currently at 1.2 million. It's usually a lot less. All right, lady. It's usually a lot less. 130 contracts in the money. Which, what will that be? 100 contracts each, or 150? See, people are saying 130. Some people are saying 150. 150 at 100 shares each. Obviously, that's 150K at 100 shares each, which would be that, 15 million, right? AMC is looking promising. Yes, it is looking promising. I think it's looking really good for all of the people that dude, let me change this back because I feel like the chart's too small. Oh, maybe it's not. Little box. There we go. So yeah, AMC is looking good. Even though we did, drop down a significant amount, right? AMC still looks good. It finished at -3%, down 3%. Back over here. Let's put that there. Down 3%. Right now it's up, barely up. It's almost break even. GME is now down under $100. Like I said, during the day, I was looking at them as definitely a buy-in opportunity and day trading opportunity, but I didn't end up getting into it. AMC is not dead. Rip to all the paper hands that sold at 50% loss. Yeah, well, the thing that I don't like about it is, I mean, you see all the people that did buy in at the $180, $200 mark, thinking that it is going to go up, continuing to chase the stock. That's where it sucks. I mean, yes, you want to continue to drive up that price. You understand the movement there, but it sucks when you buy in at such a high price and it drops down so significantly. Like, it's like, I understand with the meme positions, the meme stocks, that's what you're going to see, but we're looking to really push this. The dog just shat on the floor. She better not have. Come on, man, don't say that. Wait, that would have been behind me. No. Okay, she didn't do that. Come on, man. Yeah, AMC's not a dead cat. Nothing's dead here. Everything has a lot. Call Vlad. He'll sure cut you some profits for scamming and manipulating. What? I'm not scamming and manipulating. Oh, he'll cut me some profits, as in like, oh, I lost money because of this. Give me some of your money. Oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. I gained billions of dollars from it. Meme stocks all day. All right, I'm gonna need to go, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button. Make sure you get it above 1,000 likes. That would be amazing. All of you guys are absolutely phenomenal. I will see you in the next stream. I don't know if I'll post any videos or streams this weekend. I have a lot of family stuff to do, but maybe you'll see some, maybe you won't. I don't know, but I don't think I'll stream. If you see a pop-up stream, then it's probably just gonna be a conversation. So especially if at the end of this close things go ridiculous, then you'll see something from tomorrow. But if nothing really happens, you won't see anything. But I'm gonna have to go. AMC prediction GME Prediction. It's hard to predict this stuff. You can't really predict exactly what's going to happen. It should have been up here. It should have continued this trend upward, but it didn't. AMC Prediction, it will open at a little above $9. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm calling for. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're interested in this platform, it's Webull. Click the link down below. You'll get free stocks by signing up and depositing $100. But I'm going to get out of here. I don't smoke. JK again. That's funny. I'm going to get out of here.